Welcome back, everyone. You catch us here in our office, and we got half of the roller disco done. Let's continue on. Keep on keeping on. So in last liftoff, we got this first half of the roller disco done all the way into the floor in here. So next up looks to be possibly the ceiling, and luckily we have a bit of a scissor lift that we can utilize to get this arch, and I don't think we went far enough. Let's get right up next to the DJ booth if we can, so that our extension can reach this back side here. All right, cool. Extension on. Probably the yellow if I had to make a guess. And y'all just work in the back. Doesn't seem that effective, does it? So we'll probably need to grab a ladder. Can we? Yeah. So we can put a ladder behind the DJ booth and start working on this back side here. My goal is to try to get the ceiling done. And possibly this arch, since it's right here, we could probably do the arch without much trouble. And then we'll focus on the ceiling itself, get the whole ceiling done, and then work on the sides. I think the ceiling will be the worst part for us. Once we can get to the part where we're doing the booths and whatnot, we'll be in like a dirty shirt. And especially the floors. We'll take care of the floors nice and quick. So we'll hit up the arch as best we can here. Arch is half done. Can we reach it from this side, or do we have to move the ladder? I think yellow might be good. Yeah, it's one step down from red. It's still leaving a little bit of growtiness. Can we move ladder over here, let's say? Well, we can. There we go. Now we're in it. Right along this edge here, and then right along. Okay, so aside from anything on the underside of the arches, I think we are okay. I think we got in the grooves well enough. Nope, a little bit of a groove there, and probably on the other side if I had to make a guess. No, we hit that up pretty well. All right, arches. Yeah, so right there in the side, and we'll hit in the little groove there. Then other side, we should be complete once we get this underside done here. He lied. All right, so that's part of the trim. That's part of the arch. Yeah, I thought we were good all the way up. Unless it is a little bit of stuck-on dirt in that side. Oh, we are off to a flying start. Tell you what. Let's head up. You know, I thought we were good. What are we missing? Right there. Cool. All right, so that's the arch done. Let's continue with the ceiling. We'll go right along the trim here. And then work on our ceiling here. This is going to be really meticulous, but we can cut through the dirt. We don't have to worry about soaping. It's just hitting every bit. Luckily, this hot pink ceiling will allow us to see any dirt we come across, and then we'll cut right across the trim there, work one half at a time. Pretty good reach from here, I have to say. It's a shame we're at a funny angle. We can't go directly at the correct angle. We're kind of at the side. But still, we can make it work. A little bit of dirt there, and they're just out of reach. There we go. And if we get this close... Oh, controls were backwards. I was trying to walk down, and it lifted me up. All right, so we can get that. And I think that's about the extent, but that's fine, because we can use the scissor lift to move down the rest of the ceiling. The scissor lift will increase our speed tremendously from the front room, where we had ladders only. Although I guess I could have moved the scissor lift in the other side, but too late now. We made our bed, we slept in it. It's fine. All right, then we can come down this side. Yeah, I am just hoping that the next job is a palate cleanser. Something nice and quick that we can get our morale back. This was worth a lot of money, though, so before we go to the next job, we'll see if we can sell this high-capacity washer and get something really industrial. That industrial washer at the very tip top. All right, cool. So I think the rest we can scissor lift. Possibly, if we can grab the scissor lift. Can we grab the scissor lift? I mean, we can climb up it. I thought. Oh, there it was. Why you gotta be like that? Oh, there it was. I thought, oh, we lowered the scissor lift. Can we grab the scissor lift? Shame we can't drive it. All right, yeah, so we can reach it from here. That's no problem. The problem's going to be when we need to move the scissor lift. Looked like it was frozen in place. We put it too close to the DJ booth. All right, we'll come this way and straight down. Yeah, that's nice right there. Yeah, so now we've got a good angle and arch, which should speed up this process quite a bit. We're leaving just a little bit. My overhang game is not good. It's been a while since I hopped on PowerWash Sim. I needed a break after the 2.5-hour episode that you would have seen yesterday. But for me, it was a few days. All right, cool. Now we'll look over here. A little bit tricksy. And we can get the majority, I would think, from here. Halfway done with this half of the ceiling, so I guess we're a quarter of the way through this room. How far can we go this way? About right there is our limit without double spray. So we'll go as far as we can. We're starting to see a little bit left over there. So probably about right here is our extent, which is fine. We'll figure out a way to move this scissor lift and get that set. Right along the edge here. That should be nice for that divider. Cool. Yeah, so we'll focus on this, I guess, this section. Go section by section, work back to front. At least try to. Now, can we please? Please. Yeah. Well, let's lower the scissor lift. I saw that. Can we move it? I don't believe we can. What have I done? All right, ladder. We'll just make do with the ladders. I'm not going to spend too much time faffing about with that scissor lift. So we'll come right over here. And hit it right in the sweet spot. All right, so we can go back and forth here. Making good progress. And I think this will go faster than the other side because not only was the other side one of these type of ceilings, there was a lot of little booths and skates and shelving units that was really meticulous. All right, cool, we're set there. Come right down. And that should be the archway there. The trim, as it were. So we're not really close enough for the yellow to come off in one line. Do we go red? I mean, red would definitely cut through. And we don't have that big of space for us to have to worry about. If this is close enough for government work, that'll work for me. Cool. Tolerances agreeable. All right, so that's that corner. What was that? Turn on. I saw. Oh, turn on the speaker, is it? Or I saw something turn on. Yeah, our washer radial menu. Yeah, we need the Prime Vista 3000 there. Not the Urban. Were we using the wrong... You know what? I think we were using the wrong... Yeah, we were using the wrong washer. Okay. Well, that will speed things up. I'm glad we actually made that mistake. Still doesn't help our scissor lift situation. But it will definitely help our ceiling situation. It makes me wonder, I'll have to look back, were we using the wrong washer this whole time? Extra gloves? You've had this pair of extra gloves this whole time? Well, yeah, we're in the Rockies. Cannot believe that. If we were using the wrong washer that whole first episode, I am going to feel really stupid. Because we equipped it. And in every RPG I play, when you click equip, it stays on you. It doesn't unequip until you equip something else. And I certainly did not equip anything else. All right, so that is the trim done. Oh my God. This is going much quicker. Yeah, I feel stupid. Well, going forward, we'll make sure that the 3000 is selected, or even better, we'll make sure that our industrial strength washer is selected. Cannot believe that, man. All right, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll make short work of the ceiling now. Yeah. What I might do is go back and watch that first video again and put a disclaimer on the video at the start that says, I didn't realize I was using the wrong washer until episode 2. This is going to be painful. All right, cool. So now I believe we can work on the ceilings. And if, can we? Yeah, we don't even need the extension. All right, so let's run down the length of the ceiling here. Both. All right, lights taken care of. Yeah, we'll edge that. You know, I'm going to feel better if I look at that first episode and I was using this 3000 washer, it just took that long to do the intricate details, I won't feel so stupid. But definitely making good progress now. Why in the gravy would it default to the old? And see, that's why I wanted to sell that first one. Because I don't need it, and I'll never want to swap back to it once we have it. Once we have the good version. I mean, why would you want to go down in power? Unless a little bit later they're like, hey, be careful. Like, you might damage some stuff with your high-powered pressure washer. Which I guess that could be a possibility. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But to me, it doesn't make any sense. If you've got a really good washer, why would you want to go back to the first washer? All right, disco ceiling. There we go. So disco ceiling set, and that was up to that trim. Let's move the ladder out of the way until we need it. All right, so we got that ceiling done. Can we get on the DJ? Where is the DJ? Why are you laughing? Yeah, right there. Good deal. So that's the DJ feature wall. Nice and yellow. So we can definitely tell if we've missed something. It's like a big old sunset from the 80s. Yeah, so we'll go right along the edge, I suppose, of the DJ feature. We'll get the feature done first. Right along the stairwell. All right, so that should be everything on the feature. I mean, a little bit of spatter. We'll go ahead and take care of that. All right, we'll head down. Yeah, that's pretty powerful stuff. All right, so I think that's the feature wall. All right, so that's still feature wall. That's disco wall. And this is wonder wall. I imagine not much left. All right, so feature wall is almost done. And I don't know where the extent of the feature wall is, what would count. We'll just kind of blast in the stairs a bit. You good, man? Where are we at? There we go. Cool. So DJ booth feature wall complete. All right, so we've got the ceiling there, ceiling there. Is there any chance we can grab this just for shiggles? Anything at all? No? How about if we crouch? Can we pick it up from the bottom? No. Our grip has failed us. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we can still get there though with the high power. So that's trim and ceiling. Making room, of course, from the disco ball. The trim's a little tricksy. All right, so ceiling arch. Let's see if maybe... So that's ceiling trim, so that's ceiling arch. Oh, I see ya. I see ya. Oh, a little bit caked on the backside. Cool, so that's ceiling arch done. All the way across the trim. And nice. Yeah, we don't have to think about this one too much. Let's just reorientate ourselves so that we're perfectly flat on. Apply it directly to the forehead. Flat on. Apply directly to the forehead. That was head on, but that was an infomercial that lives rent-free in people's head because they applied it directly to the forehead. A little bit of dirt over there. Yeah, I'm seriously wondering if we were using the wrong washer last time. Like, as easy as this seems to be going for us now, or were they higher ceilings in the other part of the building? And this could not reach it without going red. Not sure. But in a perfect world, this will be it for us on this corner. Nice. Thank you, tolerances. All right, then we can come this backside as well. We'll do the whole length of the trim. Excuse me, disco ball. Being a little bit inconvenient for me here. There we go. So trim is good. We'll go all the way. Section this out. And how about that? A message. Hey, Angel, can you come back to the farm? We've had another mishap, this time with our tractor. Ooh, tractor. And that might be a little bit of a palate cleanser. That's what I like to see. We'll do a tractor. Since it's not a whole frickin' barn, we can definitely do that. Shouldn't take too awful long if that's our next job. And if we don't have enough money to get the industrial washer after this job, hopefully that tractor would put us over. Just a little bit more to go on this. And then we'll do the upper trims. Work from the top. Then we'll grab the walls. And then furniture should complete the job. All right, tolerances, are you going to be cool with me? Yes, you are. All right, so that is that section done. Now let's go ahead and get this roof section here. Get the trim. Excuse me, speaker. So does that trim go? Okay, so that trim don't go all the way down. It's probably the upper lip. Can we? Yeah, upper lip. Right, that one's set, and then another upper lip actually over here. Why are you no place? All right, so it reset our scissor lift, and we can place the ladders. Good. Just had to go to the home base. I was gonna say just a little bit. Okay, so that's trim and sealing done there. And that's trim done there. Yeah, so all we need is just edge this. And that's some caked on stuff on that trim. Excuse me. Inconveniently placed speaker. We'll get right in the corner here. All right, ceiling should now be separate. Inconveniently placed bar stool. Yeah, so we kind of have to be somewhat close to get all this caked on dirt that was in the ceiling here. Kind of see a little bit more that we have to go over again. All right, cool. And then we can just step back to the speaker. We should be okay. Boom. All right, cool. So we got that. And I think we got the edge. We have all the way to the speaker. We just have to sort of repeat that one more again. Get right on the underside. The ceiling's at a funny angle here, a little outcropping. All right, nice. And I got a feeling the trim won't be too awful bad, because we can get fairly close to it here. And just blast it away as we walk sideways. All right, in the corner, rotate. Cool, so that will connect that up, and we'll go right along the edge. Up, inconveniently placed dance floor. All right, so that'll be that section. All three lights are good. Then we'll come down here. That part's good. Outstanding. Inconveniently placed furniture. All right, and from our experience, I think, let's not move this, because I think we can get what we need, yep, without moving it. Right, set. All right, let's work from front to back. A weird seating situation that we have to navigate around, but that's fine. All right, we'll just back her up. See if we can get the top of that speaker. There we go. I think that is all good. And then in a perfect roll, we can just go straight back, even with that wonky seat, and get this part done. Chewing through all that dirt. Nice. Can keep on keeping on. Keep backing up. And then we can really speed up when things start being on the ground level. And we can get like nice and close. We don't have to worry about funny angles. We can just blast it. All right, speaker. I got you. All right, a little bit of dirt there that we can pick up. Right along the post there. Around the front. Try to hit it from all sides. All right, nice. I think we're good right here if we can orientate ourselves correctly. And this should be it of the disco ceiling. Nice. Cool, so that's ceiling done. We have the back wall. So we'll just go around and hit the trims all the way around. Kind of go bit by bit. Get in fairly close so we have some power here. We could always use the extension. But I think we're making pretty good time. Just sort of sidestepping. And that trim goes pretty deep down the wall. Those neons are going to have some dirt on top of them as well. We learned that from the food court. That we might have to come back and tidy up. All right, back wall. Nice, trim is good. And luckily we got all those windows from the outside, or the opposite side, so the windows here are good. Just need to focus on the trims here, probably the wall above them as well. The color's starting to really come to life here. We'll pop our extension out. All right, so this is all part of arch wall trim. We'll look down here. All right, right along the side there. All right, so arched wall trim might go to the end of the corner here. Cool. And then I don't think we'll need our extension for the side wall. Yeah, we'll definitely have to probably go back over these signs, the very top of all these things sticking out, because there's going to be a lot of dirt that lives on top of them. But right now our trim is the worry. And there we go. Basically everything from the trim down needs to be hit. Oh, a nice bubble wall. It's an interesting aesthetic. All right. DJ feature trim. All right, so that was a lap around the trim. All right, so I think we can start with a wall. Basically edge it out. And just work around the DJ booth. Then the last thing we'll do is furniture. Probably furniture should be first. Hey, looks like the old roller disco is finally making a comeback. You could say that. Slade, can't wait. Open already. I mean, it's not. Finally, hope they changed the boots, though. Those things were slower than a turtle in a cooler when I was a kid. You mean the skates? They weren't boots, Reg. That was the sticky floor from you spilling your slushies all over. I didn't spill a drop. My persistent verticality at rollers can be independently verified. Well, I guess we'll see about that. All right, we'll hit up these doors. All right, the window is good. Door handle is good. Door is good. Door frame is good. That's what I like to see. Just hit all parts together. Window good. Door handle good. Door good. Door frame good. Keep on keeping on. All right, so we'll go all the way over to the seating area. A little bit tricksy with this trash can there. But we got it. Gotta chew up all these bits. 71% through the whole kit and caboodle. And if we learned anything from last time, we know that the floor is a substantial part of the finished product. There we go. So we'll go right around the top of the chair. All right, the E is good. The T is good. The A is good. The K is good. I'm still nervous about the wall, though. Things on top would be counting to the wall and not the letters. S is good. Once we get to the corner, skate sign's good. Once we get to the corner, I'll grab a ladder and hit everything that has a lip up top. This is a big wall, man. Just go right down the side here, right to the corner, edge it out. Almost done with this wall, however. Yeah, and I think it does indeed just go to that corner. So blast the corner, focus just on this wall. And if our tolerances are good, then we don't have to worry about getting things up top. But it looks like the tolerances won't save us. Well, they might. We're chewing through quite a bit of that dirt. But still, I think we'd have to spray over the signage and the door jambs. Oh, we got lucky. Nice. So that is the wall done. Then we have the wavy bench. And this is going to be really hard with these benches and chairs here to fully get the wall and up under the counter and whatnot. I have to take our time with that one. Got the arch wall. And probably over those circular windows. And we have to shoot basically through the furniture. I think we're good there. Luckily, the washer is powerful enough to shoot good distance. Right under the table, and then right in there. All right, cool. Have a little bit there. We'll go right over the tables here. All right, let's see what we got. I imagine it's going to be stuff trapped over those windows. But we will see. I mean, just right there alone. Unless we're lucky and got some splatter on the top to clean up what's left. And the arch wall actually might be connected to that other side. So we'll continue on over here then. Yeah, so that was half the arch wall. So we got to do what we just did again. Right along the baseboard, under the tables, and then probably to this corner if I had to make a guess. So we'll go right on up. Right on over. A little bit of dirt left behind. Hopefully our tolerances will be good enough here to complete the arch wall. Washer's hitting the stools instead. Excuse me. There we go, right in the corner. Shoot down as far as we can, get as close to the table as we can. And we can possibly get it from here. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's work around these windows. See if we get any sort of tolerance help. I mean, big chunks are flying off. And this stuff might count for a lot of the dirt right along the countertop. Yeah, good tolerance. Like it, like it, like it. So that's the arch wall done. All right, so we are working over here now, just getting back to the DJ booth. And I imagine this disco wall is going to go the whole length. All right, so that's disco floor and the bench. All right, so the wall goes up and over. That's going to be difficult. All right, so let's work over here then. At least gets this corner of the establishment done. And then I think the wall continues past that bench. And if I had to make a guess, that bench is going to hold on to a lot of stuff. All right, so yeah, the wall actually goes in between that. So what we might do is go ahead and do just this back wall part here, the light panel, because that goes right into the disco wall. Interesting panel, though. I like it. The dirt's kind of hard to see, though, on that black background. I will get right in the side here. Actually use this wavy step to our advantage. Right on the underside. right, so that's the wall there done. Is this classified as the wall? It looks like it is. So we'll go right in the middle. And yeah, that part's kind of classified as the wall too. Little step. So we'll go to the step edge all the way to the corner. And then that's photo booth exterior. Oh yeah, the whole photo booth section we need to get into as well. Once we get these walls done, we can focus on photo booth so that the last thing we do is like the floor in here, since the photo booth seems to be off to the side. We already have the outside of the walls done for the photo booth. Good tolerance. All right, so yeah, we'll continue on around. We'll actually hit this disco wall up to the stairs. And I imagine the top of that sign is holding on to some stuff. Photo booth sign, good. Good tolerance. Good deal. All right, let's work on this photo booth then. Right there in the angles. I like that material. It's so puffy. There we go. And I don't know what will make this a photo booth besides the cool backgrounds, but certainly is. All right, photo booth exterior. Hopefully the dirt just comes off of this if this is a pliable surface. And I don't know if we have to soap anything. Looks like the dirt's coming off fairly well from the booth. That side is done. Looks like the exterior will be fairly easy to do. I don't know how far in the exterior goes. So that's doorway. And that's interior. So the interior is several sections that goes all the way around here. So that's the backdrop. So photo booth is the puffy material then. We might have to come at it from a different angle, as it's kind of like a bubble situation. Or there's dirt hiding right up top that we did not see. All right, so that's doorway done. And that's the backdrop. All right, let's get interior. We'll finish up interior. We'll go one section at a time. Make sure that photo booth interior is all set. And then we'll look back at the outside because the exterior still needs to be done. All right, so that's interior done. Photo booth camera is all set. Retro wave. Future. All right, cool. And yeah, that was like some blue graffiti. It's like a bird there that actually wasn't there. Cool, so that's the backdrop done. Just leaving the photo booth floor. So exterior. What have we not seen with the photo booth? Nice, got photo booth exterior done. All right, so as we worked around, that leaves the floor there. So let's do the speakers then. Get the top bracket first. Go along the back side. I imagine that post is going to be difficult, and then getting the very tip top of those speakers are going to be tough, but it's one big section, it appears. And I don't think our tolerances are going to be enough that we can just forget about the tippity top of it. Conveniently placed ladder. I like it. Aside from the inconveniently placed stuff. Right, there's that. And then the bottom. All right, cool. Speaker done. Now we might have to bring a ladder over to here. Get the top of the post if we can. From multiple sides. I'm sure that's holding a lot of dirt. Warning, do not spray with water. I'm going to laugh if that's what it says. Come here. Can I see it? Probably not. But that'd be the kind of thing of like, do not get speakers wet. It's like, okay, sorry about that. You wanted them clean? I got you clean. I'm talking squeaky clean. Yeah, I'm sure that's not good for any speaker to be blasted with high pressure water. All right, tippity top. Yeah, I see ya. Luckily we can get there with a few jumps, hit the corners. Think we're good. Tolerances should be enough now. Yep. Good deal. The end is in sight. And it always feels good when you can break out the pizza pan. Because that means it's just the floor. All right, good deal. And I think we did everything in that front room. There's nothing that like stands out of a part that we missed. So it might be like an edge or a border that we might have forgotten, but I don't anticipate much, if anything, being forgotten once we get towards this floor. Nice. Thank you, tolerances. Yeah, the DJ booth is going to be a big one. And the stairs around the DJ booth. All right, so I think that's the pillar done. 79%. And it does seem like these days, like floors are usually 80% or, you know, concrete paths or lots. The flat areas tend to be about 20%. But we did do quite a bit of the floor on our way to the dance floor. I'm sure the dance floor is going to be a major part of this. Luckily, we didn't have to break out the ladder to get that top. Tolerances should be enough. Did I not get a side? I was going to say there was way too much left for me to miss something. There we go. Cool. All right, so that speaker's done. All right, so we can continue around. I think first we'll do this garbage can. Then we'll do the benches. We'll get to the back. There we go. Yeah, we'll hit up this top layer first. And then work our way down. I bet that is slick. An absolute flat piece of plastic that's drenched in water. All right, we're getting the angles here. It's trying to be tricksy. Making dirt hide in these little angles. Oh, so wavy bench is kind of its separate thing. Cool, gotcha. So there are multiple wavy benches then. Gotcha. So we'll just make sure that the tops of these wavy benches are all good. And then we will work on the seating area, the dining area in front of the windows. Gotcha. Anyone know who fronted the cash? I mean, as long as I get paid, I don't care who paid for it. Maybe Bucket On? His latest track's called Roll on My Bread. Cryptic clue? Nah, feels more like a Gnomesy move. You remember when they sprayed clues to bury treasure all around town? Yeah, and it turned out to be a spice rack. I mean, sure. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Come on, y'all know this is straight out of DeMarcus Aurelius' playbook, right? Could be. I heard they've been single-handedly keeping that university running for years now. DeMarcus Aurelius. All right, right on the edge. Oh, the coaster. I was going to say, what dinged? I'm not done. But the coaster did. Right, mounted table. You got to be almost done. Go, gotcha. So that's the coaster and the table. The stool and seat back is definitely tough to see on the backhand side. We'll hit the legs and basically everything around that we can, because the pizza pie might have a little bit of trouble getting in between those stools. So what do we think? A seat side that's still dirty? The underside? Got it. We'll just basically go around it in a circle. You'll hit something new. We'll seat back good. Cool, got it. Yeah, pizza pie should, might be able to get in there, but I'm not taking any chances. We'll just get around the chairs like so. Get the corner of the side of the table. I think we're good. Coaster done. Coaster done. Table done. Nice. Yeah, feels good to have progress. Like dinging. There we go. It's like light at the end of the tunnel. It's that motivation to keep on going now that we're doing a good job. All right, that's done. So those sets are good. One more set to go. the pair. Imagine the DJ booth might be a little bit difficult. Possibly a lot of nooks and crannies in it. Coaster good. Coaster good. Table good. Come on, chair. Stool. I need you to ping. There you go. Floor-wise, I think we're okay. We'll just make sure that we're clear. Blue back chair. Oh, I think, yeah. We shot a coaster from across the room. It's clean. All right, you good? One more table to go. All right, I think we're set there. And we shot that coaster, got it clean. There's another coaster good, table good. We have our flow when it comes to these things now. Yeah, there's some extra on that seat back. Come on, Blue. You're my boy. I mean, we're getting the floor a lot. There we go. Don't know where it was, but we got it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the floor in this corner. Might be difficult for the pizza pan to get in there. All right, stool, we good? Nice, we good. All right, moving on. Trash can. Less specific and less meticulous than the stools are for sure. Right, good tolerances. Yeah, we're all set to the wall there. Yeah, let's work on now this light panel. And it looks like the dirt is really caked on it. I don't know if we'll have to break out the soap. We'll have to see. And the top might be pretty grody as well. That'd be one place we can look, because I think the bottom border is set. So we just got to be on the lookout for anything up top that might be sticking. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff. Can we, very carefully, move a ladder, say, here. Pop the extension. Yeah, that was a long shot, but worth it. We're good. All right, ladder, I don't think we'll need you anymore. Yeah, put you there. Why not? All right, next up, the backrest. Don't know how comfortable a separated backrest is, but this reminds me of old Hardee's restaurants. Those sort of rounded bubble seats and upholstery. Definitely an interesting aesthetic. This whole place is an interesting aesthetic, but I do like that photo booth wall. The bubbles. All right, you good? Now this could be a pizza pan situation, but I think, yeah, as quick as we can go here. Jump up, not away, jump forward. We can just stick to the top step. Right, so yeah, all of this is the bench. May I approach the bench? We're here to clean. And I don't know, that pink sort of worm vibe gives me an uneasy feeling. Can't explain it, but to see like that corrugated earthworm texture of that pig, it's kind of creeping me out. Yeah, I don't know if I would sit on a bench such as that. All right, top should be nice and quick. We can come to the back side. All the way to the floor. Hopefully the water is getting under that ledge. We might have to come back and edge the ledge, allegedly. Yeah, I think we gotta go up and under. There we go, cool. So pizza pan should be okay on those. We have the bench and the backing. Photo booth there. All right, so we got DJ booth and wall. All right, so let's start at the top here. Turn on the DJ turntable. Oh, really? You know, so that does indeed help. That rotation. DJ booth is all one chunk. Then we have the disco lights. Hit the lights! All right, disco light, good. Then the turntables themselves. The record. Disco bass. Nice, got those, and then the records. Yeah, you can spin. All right, so the bass, ball's still rotating. Heck. Light is good. Bass is good. All right, so that's tabletop good. Let's go ahead and get the very top. So that's the speakers good. Up top. Top. Okay, so speaker over here. We could probably get the speakers separate. Speaker units. Speaker. Right, just the back side, I suppose. Right by the stairs. Cool. We probably do need to do the stairs. Once we come down this back side here. Then we'll get the stairs. Okay, so this is all part of DJ booth. Okay. I didn't know if that panel was separate like those panels were, but we're good there. Speaker unit. Yeah, and we'll have to get those stairs for sure. Because I wouldn't classify them as part of the floor. They're kind of like an accessory off to the side. And then like the platform as well we can hit up. Right, got that. Alright, DJ booth panel. So something tells me we need to come over the top. Like right across here. And basically hit everything in here we can. Before we come down the underside. Oh, yeah, and get the edges as well. Alright, that panel's set. And all of this classifies as DJ booth. There's probably 4 speakers in there if I had to make a guess. Yep. And a massive speaker in the center. This is huge. Oh, yeah, it's even got a lip around the outside. Probably have to. Now we got the top. All right, speaker. Okay, I was gonna say, where are you hiding? Let's go ahead and do this other side as well. At this distance, yeah, the dirt flies off. But we are going to have to go around the outside edge of the speaker. Alright, so that's DJ booth done. Speaker. Coming around. Cool, got that. Cassette panel. Alright, so all this is one thing. I was going to say the individual switches might have been a thing, but this cassette panel is just all one big thing. And I hit the top of it, I thought. Do we have to get inside these little switches? Thought we did. Oh, up and under the keys here. Yeah. Alright, so that's the cassette panel. DJ booth done. Let's work our way up and down the steps. Yeah, that is quick. Almost quicker than the pizza pan. I think the pizza pan is a little bit more accurate, you know? We could go row by row. Alright, step good. Step good. Step good. Step good. Alright, then we just got this platform down to the floor. Alright. Now I think we work on this back side. And now we've got the hints popping up. We are indeed very close to done. We do have that big wall surrounding the dance floor, though, that we still have to do. That shouldn't be too awful difficult. Cool, got that one. And yeah, there's the base. And I think the base wraps all the way around here. So we'll be able to knock this out fairly quickly. Yeah, good tolerances there. All right, so make sure. All right, so all that is taken care of. Yeah, let's work on this wall then. We'll move the thing there. All right, so we'll go edges. That thing blasted quite a bit. Cool. So that's the handrail. Yeah, right on the inside edge there. Got some tic-tac-toe graffiti. So all this is supposed to be blue. If we see anything other than blue, it's dirty. Right, there's the corner. We'll go ahead and get... Can we walk the handrail? That'd be awesome if we could. Alright, so that's another handrail section. Oh. Okay, so we can't hit the handrail without getting to the inside, but we're good there. So we'll focus on one section at a time here. The wall outer to the next piece. All right, good deal. Oh, that's so good. Run up and down that handrail. Yeah, and there's the handrail transition. I'll just pop that. All right, that handrail's good. We'll go all the way to the corner. And in fact, we'll go all the way around. Hit all the inside edge. And then once we run the other side, we can just run the top. All right, cool. So I think that's all the interior handrail done. Yeah, the beam is so wide that we can pretty much get the handrail from hitting just the two sides. Well, I say that. Wouldn't hurt to run the length, though. All right, let's run the length. All right, that one's set. Excuse me. All right, that one's good. I think that one's good as well. All right, we'll continue working. I could see it be one of those things where we forget one of the handrails. I see a little bit of graffiti. Yeah, we gotta make sure all that graffiti comes out because we can get the top layer off. But that red graffiti still remains. Right, there's outer good. Got the corners. And I think this is the next section. Yep, outer wall good. I guess when we do the interior, we'll have to see if the handrail associated with that section is good. All right, almost this section done. Cool. Just working our way down now. So inside wall, we have the DJ steps and everything taken care of. And I think it's just outside floors, and we'll finish up with dance floor. Yep, that section good. I'll just go up and down here, make sure we hit all of our corners. All right, we good. Outer wall done. All right, so this handrail's good. We'll get intersection. And those lights are supposed to be there. All right, so we don't have to worry about red graffiti, it doesn't seem. All right, so okay, so this handrail does need to be done. This section. All right, cool. You set. Luckily, it wasn't on the other side. And then does the inner go to the corner? Possibly. Yep, so inner goes to the corner. Handrail good. Handrail good. That's what I like to see. Yeah, I don't know if when we use the floor, or when we do the floors, do we skip the pizza pan and just use this sucker? Guess it really depends on how caked on dirt it is. It's like I'd hate to not use it, but if this thing does a faster job when it comes to floors. All right, handrail good. And I think handrail good, yeah. And how far does this inner wall go down, I wonder? Maybe all the way to the corner? Possibly. If I had to make a guess. Yep. All right, dance floor inner. How's the handrail? I think the handrail's good. All right, just a little bit left. All right. Dance floor inner good, 90%. All right, so I think. So if we were to do this, I mean, it feels pretty quick. A lot quicker than the pizza pan would be. But we might miss something. Not doing our angles, but it's kind of like, you know, we're just washing our garage floor or something, just going down and hitting back and forth. I think the yellow can do a good job. I guess when we get to the end of this little row, when the dance floor should be clean, we can see, is it clean? Did we do a good job? Yeah. Okay. It counted. And I'm not going to time myself side by side. If we go up, we can make longer streaks here. And this is where we kind of run into the dangerous part, where it's like we have a big section of like how accurate this stuff is, and then we don't want to miss anything. With the pizza pan, we know if we do our laps, we're not going to miss a thing. And we don't have to go back over the whole floor. Just want the tolerances to be good, man. We get to this little neon light and it dings. Job well done. All right, disco or the photo booth floor. Now this will be easy to take care of. All right, cool. Keep on keeping on. The bad thing is the power washer blocking my view a little bit on this right-hand side. If I'm going to miss something, it's going to be something under the washer on that side. All right, we'll stick close to the photo booth, get to that outside, and just kind of corral the dirt toward the center. We'll just get our edges and kind of walk forward down the hall. Come back and get this stuff here. All the way to the edge so we don't have to worry about coming in from a funny angle. And that trash can we're going to have to pay some attention to. All right, are we good getting up to the line? Yes, we are. Good tolerance. So I like to see if we're thorough, it rewards us when we get there. And this should link back to the wooden floor that we came in on at the start, that we finished up the last time on. Yeah, we'll just get all of that side taken care of here. We had under the chairs, good. All right, check our tolerance here. Are we good when we get to the line? Because then it's just the dance floor, and it may be sections. So that may be why we haven't seen our final things yet. What was that, coaster that we didn't do? No, locker unit, dance floor, and reception cupboard door. So it's locker unit. Needs, oh, we completely forgot the top of that. All right, reception cupboard. All right, reception cupboard. Okay, you good. Oh, we got a lot of reception cupboard doors. Then we shall. All right, cool. All that's left is the dance floor. After all this time. For this one, Yeah, we'll go pizza pan on the outside. Make sure that we get all in the crevices. We'll do a lap. But the power washer was definitely quick when it came to hosing that stuff off. We could probably get a wider swath just power washing. And the dance floor is only 5% when it's all said and done. Yeah, we'll just be sure to get in these corners before we do the spray. All right, can we get away with a green? Can we get away with a white? Yeah, we can kind of get away with a white. Although part of me wants to go green. We'll just be sure. And it is living little bits and pieces that may come back to bite us. Pizza pan won't leave pieces. It's that color transition when it goes dark. You can't tell if the dirt's there or not. It's kind of dirty, literally and figuratively. But yeah, I think we can take this green right on up. I see ya. And then if the tolerances on this are pretty good, I'm not going to be upset. Yeah, I hate when it goes dark. It's like we can see our line perfectly and then it turns off and it's like, well, crap. So let's get these lines as straight as we can to help ourselves out. Almost follow the pattern itself. Round and round the racetrack. Luckily, we don't have to slow down. The green's doing it on the first pass at walking pace. Oops. Yeah, I saw that. You ain't gonna trick me. And then if we do miss something, it's one of those things that we could just get out the big spray, spray the whole floor, and hit whatever it is that we missed. But I don't think we're missing enough for the tolerances to penalize us. And once we get it narrow enough, we can just stand in one place and just go down the line. Just sweep and clear. Oops. Is that narrow enough for me to sweep and clear? Possibly. Sweep and clear, hit the center. Yeah, we left a little bit there. Yeah, we just hit the center of this growtiness. We know where the growtiness was living. Okay, dance floor complete. Job done. 7,900 bucks. Let's watch. Yeah, so that was me getting the roof there. It didn't watch me get the cafe court. Not really a whole lot of angles to watch me work. Masterful flow. I feel like a kid again. I can't wait to get the wheels rolling for a new generation. It's exactly what this town needs. $7,900 will go to the home base. We'll see how much the industrial washer is if I need to sell this thing. Plus, we got 1,053 perk points. So our industrial washer is 10,000. We have 7,900. So we're 2,100 short. If we were to sell the Prime Vista, that's 5K. That would put us in the realm of the Vista Pro. Would we have the extra $1,000 for the extension? 2,500. Ooh, 3 0-degree nozzles. So really high powered. I think I want to do it. So we will sell that and then sell the related accessories for 1,700. So 14,650. So we'll grab the Prime Vista Pro Professional. We'll grab the extension. Oh, I don't think we need the soap. But we might need the soap more than we need this triple tip nozzle. But this sounds too cool to be true, man. Like, we'll grab it. And then once we get paid for the tractor, we'll come back and grab the soap box. All right, let's equip the Prime Vista Pro. And there's no way I'm going to mistake that. And then we have our triple nozzles. Okay. So really high powered in a nice wider area. So that will get things done, I think. So we'll just go with the regular old nozzles for now. Take the extension off. And when we come back next time, everyone, we've got a tractor. We have a bit of a palette cleanser, which is all well and good. And there is the roller disco. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next PowerWash Simulator video. Take care.